Lambo, coming off, talking about Harbaugh and Belichick and Brady, three guys who basically could teach a masterclass on leadership. Go to the Jets and everything that's going on with Robert Saleh right now and Rodgers. First, it's, hey, everything's, it's inexcused. Excuse me, not unexcused. It's inexcused. They talked about it, but it's inexcused that he's not there. And then yesterday, Saleh basically said, listen, Aaron and I have talked, okay? We're on the same page. The only people who have an issue with this are the people outside the building, the media, which is basically the exact opposite of what he made it seem like a couple days ago. How do you think that whole situation is going to play out, especially after you have Rodgers basically saying, hey, we need to flush all the bullshit and just focus on football? That's why things didn't work last year. How do you see this season going for the Jets, especially when they're starting the season's not even here yet, and we already have this massive firestorm around the team?
Well, that's an absence of leadership, right? They they trade for Hassan Reddick, who Philly knows wants another contract, right? They take him on, and then they're surprised he's holding out, and they haven't talked to him.
Yeah, but he's working hard. He's working
hard, and he's in a good frame of mind. When you cut the crap, he's not happy. He wants money. He wants green. Look, you have an off-season program, right? You sit down with Aaron, and you say, Aaron, okay, here's going to be our off-season program. You're here in the building. Are we going to do this? So when you basically say, he left, and, it's not excused. Did you two communicate or have a conversation? It's an absence of leadership. And look, Aaron's a player. He wants to be led. All the players want to be led. And every time they let Saleh go in front of this microphone, more disasters start to happen. Instead of it being a little fire, it becomes a forest fire. Who's coaching him on what to say to the media? Then the other day, talk to Joe Douglas. It's his contract. He's doing that. Meanwhile, you can't find Douglas. He's hiding in witness protection somewhere in West Cape May. I have no idea where he is. So, at some point, who's running this team? It's an absence of leadership. It looks like a circus. And I don't want to hear this. I heard Greeny on the show the other day. Well, they're still going to be a good team. You can't be a good team if you have this much dysfunction. You cannot be a good team. You can't. You cannot do it. It's what Brady says. It goes back to him. You have to be completely focused on everything that matters. And when you don't have leadership, it doesn't. So to answer your question, Ty, look, I hope it works. I just have seen this movie way too many times before. And if they don't get some leadership and some direction from the guy who's talking to the media, this is going to be every week. It's good for us because we can talk about it.
Yeah, it's great. I don't even think it's good for us because for us personally, as our show, because Saleh doesn't have an easy job. Head coach in the NFL is not easy, especially in New York, especially with what happened with the Jets last year, and the Jets have happened over the last 30 years or so. And obviously, you're dealing with Aaron Rodgers, so everything that happens is going to be a lightning rod. That is just how it goes. But I think that was a very easily manageable situation.
Easy.
Yeah, I think so.
It would, you and I could have gone in a room and handled this, and it would have been no problem. Instead, they light a fire and throw gasoline. Who's running this team? Where is the leadership? Who is making this? And then they put him out there to talk to the media. I don't know. Well, maybe it's his fault. I don't know whose fault. Well, wait, you're the head coach of the New York Jets. You got a contract. You have a harder job to get than the United States Senator. You're one of 32 humans on the planet, and they put you in front of the camera and go, I don't know what to do. At some point, that's enough. And then you're wondering why there's the back page of the New York Post saying you're an, what are we doing? And you're running this team? How about Robert? We got a lot of specialists on media, and we live in the largest city in the world, New York City. I'm sure we can hire somebody to help you before you go out there. Wouldn't that be a good idea so you don't talk in circles?
I think it would be a good idea. Their PR guy, I think,
he's good.
That's not his fault.
No,
they keep sending this guy out there, and they keep getting slaughtered. I don't know who's Joe Douglas. He's down the hall. What are we doing, Pat? This is $1 billion industry. What the hell are we doing?
How about the next day when they ask him about? Have you talked to Aaron about any of this? No, me and Aaron.
Oh, he's good. We're good.
No. He said no. We have not talked. And then the next day was.
Why would we? We have texts. We have cell phones. We're the agent. Why would we talk?
Well, we don't know where he is.
I traded for Riddick, but I didn't talk to him. You're the leader of the team. You didn't talk to a guy you just traded for? How is that possible? I guess Joe did it. Well, he's down the hall. Go talk to him. Wait a minute. Who's there? I mean, how do they even get to the game on Sunday? It makes you wonder.
All right. Well, good luck to the Jets.
Yeah, go get them.
Good luck to the Jets. Lombo, we appreciate the hell out of you for stopping by, brother.
Thanks,
You're
guys.
the best.
Always good. Thank you.
Always great.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lombardi.
Yeah. Unreal.
Well, Joe's office is down the hall. Who's telling him to say this? Who? He's watching these press conferences.
Oh, yeah.
His entire thing is leadership.
It is.
Yes.
That's like he was a TED speaker, a TED talker on leadership. Wrote a book on numerous books, I think.
Yes.
On leadership like
Yep.
that. He is just like massively fascinated by leadership. So whenever people do stuff, they're just like, how's this guy in a position of leadership? Because a lot of people, when you're put in a position of leadership, that's a huge honor. Okay, like you are the one. And he said it's a harder job to get than a senator or whatever. It's like you are the one representing an entire group right there. You've been selected. You need to wear that as a badge of honor, not just something that you get to do. Like you are very lucky to be doing this. So whenever they handle it in a way where it's like, no, he's like, his head explodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And you're humana.
Well, and like the people he learned from, it's like Al Davis, Bill Belichick. So like he knows
Walsh.
what it's Bill Walsh. Like he knows what it looks like, and then for that to happen,
And he hasn't gotten everything right.
No,
He's
no,
certainly not gotten everything
Nobody
right.
has.
And it's not an easy job being a head coach in the NFL, especially with Aaron Rodgers coming off the year. And we very much acknowledge that. But as soon as you hear him answer those questions, you just think to yourself, like, no way, this was the right way to do this. Because you're immediately starting to find
Well, especially like you said, like when you say something one day and then the next day, you know they're going to be asking you questions about it, and you immediately contradict what you said the day before, and then.
When he blamed the media, he blamed the media
Yes,
too.
so people go crazy, and then you talk again the next day, and you immediately contradict what you said the 2 days before that. It's just like you're just giving them fodder to keep going at you.
Well, and then they had Hard Knocks, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Opening speech, he's reading from a card.
Yeah.
It's like you had 3 months to prepare
Players
for this
didn't love
particular
that.
thing.
Yep, the Eagle.
All ex-players.
That's what I mean,
and the
yeah.
Crow. Yeah. All ex-players. I still remember. I could give that speech right now.
Yeah, I think I could too.
If I had to, and it wasn't my speech. But all ex-players, I think the conversation the next day was like, you saw him reading that card in the team meeting. It's like, oh yeah, that would be tough, because do you mean it, or is this a script you're reading?
Yeah, who gave you that?
Or is it your actual? And it's like, well, maybe he's not a great speaker. Well, he's a head coach in the NFL, so you got to be a good speaker. I'll tell you what, Saleh needs them to win this year.
For sure.
And he needs a guy that he is going to fine for missing 2 practices out of all of the offseason stuff to play very good, or it's over. And maybe he wants it to be.
Yeah, true.
You know,
Legit.
I mean, we have no idea. Good luck over there, Jets.
Good luck.
PR guy's really good too. So, I'm happy to see.
Classic Jets. This is just what they do every year without a doubt. It never matters how good things are going. This always happens.